Hey, what's up? I'm back. Like I never left. I'm back. Yo, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it's gonna be beginning of a new day. Pretty soon. So, let me get this thing right here. Whoa! Get you one of these. This is a little mini table. I don't know if you have a troll at home. This is what they need to sit down. No, I'm just joking. For chopping up things. Hey, we're in the cavern now. We're in the cavern. Okay. Bam. Woo! Woo! I'm back. All right. So now I'm going to be talking a bit. Oh, what was I talking about? People being sensitive. It's going to bother a lot of people. Oh, but check out the fit here. You want to see some magic? Woo! Yeah. Yes, I does this. I swear, when I get something one color, I have to get another. But that's just like the shorts to match. Let me show you. See? Yeah, see? You can hardly see. It's like, so it gives it a little more poof. You know what I'm saying? You got it so like, do. You gotta have a little poof in there. You know what I'm saying? Call me old school or whatever, bro. Anyway. People are very sensitive. Too sensitive. Okay. Too sensitive. Eating my dessert. Which one? I don't know. Which one. I only eat a little piece of it. I don't know about you, but I like my chocolate dark. Rich. Give me the dirt. Take it to the dirt. Cadbury's kind of milky. Man, it's like so gloomy today too. Didn't stay out too long. You know, and people's. I could probably get better lighting and everything. I just be covering, tinting, covering windows, everything. I don't like light. Not really. Depends on the vibe. Damn, this thing is thin. Look how thin this is. It almost disappeared. Bruh, is that not thin? Oh, where'd it go? It's a toothpick. See, but they trick you because it's wide, but it's thin. They think I don't know. This thing used to be a little bit thicker. You're not fooling nobody. I don't know. I don't trust it. I'm gonna sue somebody. If this thing isn't sweet enough, I'm gonna sue you. Yep, tastes like dirt. Disgusting. Okay. I was thinking like, oh yeah, but everywhere I go, I know the cat won't follow me. It's what she does well. Long personal story. And now she's over here in the corner. I hope it keeps her busy. You know what I'm saying? I hope she stays busy. If you ever have a cat, you already know how it is. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. Can you come at you? Now, okay. I have to scroll down because I'm trying to talk about the cancel culture, all the BS involved. I don't even know. This thing was like showing me all this other stuff on my notes. Here she comes. Here she comes. The cat. The cat came back. That's right. In the window. Nothing I'm doing. Anyway, people be so sensitive about things. I don't know why that cat. Something on me. I'm watching this cat. Leave me alone, kitty. Everybody's always so sensitive. We got this new movie, scary movie coming out. Not the first. I don't know how people can be mad at a scary movie. You have to think about it. You think that's an old movie? Watch a movie older than that. This is evolution through film. And if it wasn't for all of those people, you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing today. I don't know if they skipping that in school or maybe because they took art class out. You don't know. You would not be able to have all these feelings about film and the way a soda can opens or a doorknob if it wasn't all the people before you. And what we find funny, you may not. And I'm sure what my elders find funny, I might not find funny. I'm from a different time. I must admit the humor today is a little dry. Kind of sad. Feel sorry for y'all. Let me see. Oh my god. I'm going to compare it. I have to compare it. This one piece. One. The chocolate I got me. You know, they be like, people be thinking like I'm all out of it. I don't know, man. They be like, I want to see everything I'm doing. I'm not even gonna do whatever I want. It's different. I'm different. Okay. What? Okay. Y'all, a lot of people, y'all can't handle criticism. You can't. You're super sensitive. Cadbury for the win. Okay, we already was talking about earlier how arguments start online so quickly. Now, but that wouldn't even be happening if people wasn't so sensitive. You're online, right? Let me get closer to what I'm like. You're online, and somebody says something, and it's about a subject, and you're in that subject, but it's not specifically about you. You feel the need to chime in and argue about something that ain't about you. Like if I said people from the projects is ghetto, you from the projects, all of a sudden you feel you have to defend all of the projects all over the world. You're super sensitive. And before we even go into all this sensitivity, men We should not be sensitive at all. Should be in reserve. Being sensitive. Kind of weak. So, though you're listening, you really shouldn't even be in this category. And they got these men crying like, oh, I've never been able to show my emotions. You've been in a position to make people feel secure. Something to think about. Okay? There's honesty and disrespect. You could say something really mean and nasty, or you can be honest with somebody. Now, you being honest with somebody in an open environment in front of a bunch of people, oh, you're trolling. Obviously, that would piss somebody off. That's right. Now, humor versus offensive jokes. I'm the one who tells the offensive jokes. I am. But is it funny? Yeah. To me, the joke is offensive if nobody laughs. But if the joke is so good, even the person you telling the joke about is laughing, you got it. Keep going. But in comedy, there's no rules. Look at Will Smith. Will Smith got mad at Chris Rock, smacked him, because he made a joke about his wife. But we can make a joke, but comedians can make a joke about anybody, right? But here's where people get mixed up. Is it distasteful? Do people laugh? Because, oh my goodness, that was a really horrible joke. It was almost like Chris Rock was given that joke by somebody else, and he had to squeeze it into his skit. Because Hollywood, they just really wanted to piss somebody off. So they hit him with a sensitive subject, knowing all he went through. And it's crazy how they give other celebrities so much grace. But they want to expose others to be imperfect. A lot of times when these actors go into these roles, they have to portray a drug addict, a single mom, somebody lost in the woods, somebody dealing with terror, pain. It affects them. It affects their psyche. Some people have to go get psychiatric help. They got mental breakdowns. This man just finished portraying somebody else in a movie, and he put his heart into it, so much so that he felt something. So much so, I felt it was still in him. And it's probably going to stick with him and always be a part of him. He put his all into that. And let's not act like celebrities don't shoot films, and when they leave the film, they still portraying the character. They do that. It happens. And what Hollywood does, give them grace. When Cameron Will, he didn't get the same treatment. It's Will Smith. What do you think they was doing? See, people know about psychology. They will orchestrate a moment. It's just subtle movements of chairs, angles of frames, things that are said. Boom! They'll hit you with a crazy text, a slammed door, a shattered glass, all these things. All of this is just to like affect your emotions. It's really up to you. That's why you don't have to give everybody your ear. You don't have to. When they're talking, you don't have to listen. You can just. I know with somebody I don't like, they was about to do their skit. I'm plugging my ears every time they go on. Camera cue to me, I'm not even responding. That's your best bet. Now, people be reacting strongly to criticism. But how are you going to grow? You ask somebody their opinion. And you want to feel sensitive about what they said. But you ask. Yeah, it don't make any sense. I think I've grown to an adult. I only eat dark chocolate now. I like my chocolate dark. Real dark. Can't be sensitive if you ask somebody their opinion. You have, and what actually opinion if you're not going to take the advice? Or at least think about it in a different light. That's why I'm saying y'all go on social media and ask 100,000 people their opinion. Immediately, oh, you want to take their advice. Power of persuasion, huh? 1 billion 14-year-olds got to be smarter than 1 40-year-old at the very least. You know? There's 1 billion of them. You want to take somebody's advice and you want to have criticism, all that. It's no big deal. Just listen. If you agree, you agree. You don't, you don't. Now, there's generational differences in communication. What was okay to say is one time is not okay now. And oftentimes, the youth talking to the older community, they don't know what you're talking about or why you're talking like that. We got people working in offices now. They're in the office. They're answering the phone for a big company. And they like, yeah, what up? Yep. Yeah. Like, come on, man. What happened? Nobody know what y'all doing? I'm just doing your own little thing, huh? A little skizzer, with skibidi whatever the hell. Look, there's generational difference in communication because that's why we're not even like having the same conversation often. But I tell you, one thing that can bridge the gap in that is everyone should know a little psychology. You should be able to understand humanity as we are all humans, you know? So you should know psychology and human behavior. It should be important as much as math. To understand yourself and others. It will show people how to respect mental illnesses, disabilities, and other health problems. Because very often people have this illusion that things are a certain way, and it's not. Everything could be so much more simpler if you understood. I guess you would have respect for everyone, and I treat everybody equally. Okay, I'm not volunteering to like baby anybody. If you down to be treated equally, I'm definitely going to be treating you equally. I have friends from all over the world. They have different situations going on in their life, and it doesn't change our friendship or the things that we do, conversations that we have. It's always going to be good vibes. That's called a little bit of maturity. You don't make fun of things like that. You never know. One day, all of that chit chatting and making fun of people because of their conditions and stuff like that, or what they have, what they got going on in life, it might come back to haunt you and affect you and your life. You might have to be dealing with the same situation, and that can happen. It's just a good old transfer, like when people say, well, I never know what that's like. And then in a week, now you know what it's like because now you're living it. Here today, gone tomorrow. Well, guaranteed people they could have legs one day and don't have legs tomorrow. So let's not make fun of people who in a wheelchair, and let's not be aggravated by if you have to wait for him to go on a ramp or whatever. Because one day that could be you. It could be anybody. So it's better to be fair and equal to all people. Everybody's going through something. You don't know what they're going through. You often probably never ask. You don't know what trauma brought them. People will see a situation and be like, oh, they must have been doing this. Must have been drinking and driving. Oh, this person must have did this and they must have did that. They must have what? They must have not know you and you don't know them. So you know how things happen. You know what caused this or caused that. People always have perception. They make their own storyline. And then based on that storyline, they become the judge and jury in a court that no one invited you to. You weren't invited to judge anyone. You were only allowed the permission to view the public. No one asked you to judge the public. You're supposed to walk through respectfully and go about your day. People think because on social media they're like, well, what are you thinking about, Queen? Or they'll say, what's your thought on this? What you think about? I didn't ask you, and neither did any of these people outside. Nobody asked you what you think about anybody. That sounds personal. Buy a journal, buy a diary. No one asked you. Keep your opinions to yourself or in your butt. Wherever you have to put it. Where I don't have to hear it. No one asked you. Why don't you write a little journal? Write a journal about how much. He was like, I saw a man wearing beige pants. Beige is no longer in. It's so pre-9/11. I don't want to see him wearing it again. Because guess what? He's gonna wear them again tomorrow and the next day and the next. Is none of your business. None of your business. You worry about what everybody else is doing. And you got feelings about it too. Sound like a psychopath. Move around. Move around. I'm saying, I want to keep up with what everybody else is doing. Any person is sensitive. These men, I be getting sensitive too with women. Like, come on. It's a sign of weakness. And it's crazy how it happens because what men do is when a woman imagine a woman getting so emotional and frustrated. Then the men get so emotional and frustrated. And the woman gets so angry. And then the man, he gets so angry. Why are you competing with her? Stop the madness. Stop the yelling. Stop raising your voice. Do like this. You should be thinking logically. Somebody needs to. Sometimes, like, okay, that's why we all have like these different qualities. Like, men and women have different qualities. That's what I said. I never signed up for this equality stuff. We have different qualities. One's thinking about logic, one's thinking about emotion. It's very different. Okay? But as far as being sensitive, the only person that should be sensitive is women. Okay? You men are supposed to be the protectors. So even if you are sensitive, do not tell us. It's kind of spooky to hear you say it. You're like, I've never been in a situation where I could cry. Okay, of course, dudes are supposed to be able to express their emotions in their domicile, bro. In your home, you go outside, it's over. Well, women, they probably be outside still crying or whatever. It's a different story. But dudes, chill. Everything that's for us is not for you. You notice somebody who's very sensitive, and you'd be surprised. Guys who like to wear silk and fur and all them little feather things, they got a sensory issue. Trust and see. You see, they like it. Ooh, Mr. Sensory, Mr. Sensitive, definitely. You won't notice it right away. Just burn one of his chiffon blouses. You'll see. Okay. Oh man, why should people speak up versus ignoring things? I'm all for ignoring things. Mind your business. You don't like the movie, don't watch the movie. You don't have to make a petition or anything. If you don't like something, move around. Let it be, because it's something for everybody. So we would have to leave that alone. Okay? In situations where people may be overly sensitive, I would say people are overly sensitive around weddings. I don't care if you're in the wedding, not in the wedding. You could just be on a date with a girl in the wedding. Be careful going on a date with a girl, okay, at the wedding. She's going to be very emotional about the wedding, especially if she wants to get married. A lot of women go through their whole life and they've never been married before. I feel sorry for them. I feel so sorry for you, honey. I don't know what it feels like. Never been married before. Never walked down the aisle. Oh, it's a wonderful thing. Just walking. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Over it. Over it. But yeah, they be crying on everything because they seeing somebody that they know getting married and moving on with their life, and they're like, dang, what the hell am I doing with my life? Midlife crisis guaranteed. Oh, it's a bunny buns party. I feel so sad. Women living my life. What have accomplished? And the bride sitting up there getting married. Probably pregnant and married. Getting married. Oh, look at me. The friends, they be jealous, bro. And people, like, they also get overly sensitive when you're leaving. Like, dudes, when you're in a relationship with somebody, now maybe not a relationship, let's say like a booty call, yeah. And you're like, that's when she gonna be like, She might even start crying. Oh my God. You gonna treat me like this? Yeah, because y'all like surprising women. Like, they don't even know it's a booty call until you stretch. Before that, you was talking about how romantic and you're gonna go on trips to the zoo, put your mom on the phone, all type of stuff. Y'all know how y'all do. It's all BS. And women get very emotional about it. And that's why they be scratching your cars. Your cars be all scratched up because y'all don't know how to listen. Y'all don't know how to control yourself. Let me tell you, just a way to do things, and there's a way to not. Can't give you all the answers, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'll be back because I'm only doing like 30 minutes on each one. Deuces.